Yeah, I got hit niggas sick that I'm still here. I'm still on that hill.
What's good, YouTube? It's srt.javanti. I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to show you everything that I got done to my Hellcat in 2024. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so I'm going to start with the exterior. Everything I got done. So I got the front bumper PPF, I got the hood, the fender, the A-pillar, the roof, the mirror cap, and the side skirt PPF. So in person you can kind of tell that those parts that are PPF are more shinier than the rest of the car that is, because it's also ceramic coated. This PPF also is ceramic coated, so it makes it a lot more easier for washing, and you could just use a little leaf blower or a car blower and blow up all the water. And I also got that front lip PPF as well before I even put it on, just to protect it from rock chips and anything. But definitely recommend getting your car PPF before you even driving it, because you don't want to get rock chips and then later down the road choose to go PPF and you already have rock chips, so you definitely going to see that. But as you also can see is that carbon fiber lip. I got that from Anderson Composite, which I also got the diffuser. So when we get back there I can also show you the diffuser, but I got both of those from Anderson Composite. I also got my wheels ceramic coated. I also got a video of doing that. I got that ceramic coated, so it makes it a lot more easier to clean the wheels. All you have to do is spray water. Most of all the brake dust and dirt just wash off, and it makes it a lot more easier for you to clean. I also got the 5% strip, 15% tint on the sides, and then 5% on the back. Which ain't too bad. I might later down the road choose to change the 5% on the side, because I don't even really drive the car in the middle of the night. So I might just tint the side later on in the future 5%, just to get out the way. But I also got done with those side markers. I got them from Next Gen Speed, both LED. They both have like a double strip LED to it. Probably can see the little strips, but you can also see the rears, what they look like. Definitely a nice touch. Definitely goes with the tail lights, how they tinted, as you can see. I don't know what exact percentage they did for my tail lights, but it looks like it's 5%. I know they say they had to double it, but I wasn't there when I got it done. But definitely makes the car a lot more aggressive, a lot more sleek. And then now you can see the carbon fiber diffuser. Not too aggressive, but it's subtle. Not too many people have this diffuser and front lip, as I see on the internet and in person. I don't see too many people that have that license plate, have that license diffuser. And then I also got these rock guards to protect the paint, just in case it clicks up rocks and hits the rear bumper. I don't have to worry about that. I think that I got this from ZR1 add-ons. I also got a video of adding those on, probably in the description as well. But I also got that done. I got Corsa Extreme Catback exhaust. Definitely needs exhaust for this car. This car is quiet. It's quieter than a Scat Pack, which is crazy for how much money you spend for this car. It's quieter than a Scat Pack, but I guess you're just paying for the performance and not the sound. But definitely when you go exhaust, it definitely wakes up the car. I can give you guys a little rev and how it sounds when it's idling. So let me remote start it real quick. Got like a nice idle. also thinking about later in the future to do a mid pipe to delete the cats. So maybe that might be in the future, just to have the car a little bit louder. I haven't heard one in person with a mid pipe with an exhaust on. I'm hoping it's not too extremely loud, but definitely thinking about that in the future. So I'm gonna hop in and give you guys a couple of revs. Alright guys, so I got it in track mode. So you can definitely hear that exhaust. Definitely sometimes when I downshift, you can hear it pops a little bit. Sometimes I even get even louder pops sometimes. Hopefully when I get the cast, it's more consistent with the pops, but not gonna be in the future. So I'm gonna get to the next thing that I got done to the car. The next thing that I got done to the car, as you guys know, is that I got the Airlift Performance 3H kit done to my car so I could air it out, go over bumps. Especially, definitely you would need this when you got that front lip and you want to go lower, because you're definitely gonna scrape on a lot of stuff if you don't air up. Because that front lip definitely sits a lot lower. But if you got like a stock, no lip, or you have like a straight lip on the car, you don't have to worry about scraping that much on small little dips. But definitely recommend air suspension if you want to have something that's all around and sit a little bit lower, because I'm sitting above the tire. So you can probably stick it like a finger. It's like a nice little fitment, but you also got to worry about that differential on the bottom, just in case if you hit something, you don't want to hit the differential, so you don't want to go too low. But the next thing I got done was the Corsair intake, which I'm gonna pop the hood so I can show you guys. Got the Corsair intake, which definitely makes the car whine sounds way more louder. I heard in the forums people say it's probably louder or just as loud as the leg maker, and you'll also get the little heat cover to make sure all the heat doesn't get to inside the engine to make it overheat, which definitely I love. This is my best mod I ever did. I would recommend doing the intake first before getting exhaust, so you can hit it how loud the intake is before getting exhaust, because once you get exhaust, you're gonna barely hear that whine. So you want to get intake first. And then also you can see in my engine bay, I got a J&L catch can. Definitely one of the first mods you need to do to make sure none of that oil goes into the supercharger, because a lot of you people see, or if you see Knockout's 360 video when he took off the supercharger and he shows another person, you can see all the oil is all inside the supercharger, which can cause the engine to break and damage it, and then you have to find the money to buy a whole new engine, which is definitely something I don't want to do in the future. Hopefully I don't got to do that in the future. And then another thing you guys probably don't see is this. I did get an alarm system. I didn't film it getting done, but I definitely got alarm system. That's definitely something that you need for especially these scat packs and these Hellcats, because you hear all over the place they're getting stolen. Now that they're definitely not making them, it's probably going to be a lot more activity going on that these cars are going to get stolen. But definitely need a security alarm and a kill switch just to protect your car. That's why I only barely even have any miles on my car, because I only probably drive it 2 times out of the week. This is not a daily car that I would drive it daily. You can, but I'm not willing to daily it as much. But definitely a fun car to have. Another thing that I got done to my car, as most likely you're probably not gonna be able to see, is that I got rear upper control arm, B-Woody upper control arms to straighten out the rear to almost close to factory spec, which definitely helps the stands because you don't want to be wearing out your tires too quickly because they camber out too much, which it sits perfect. Not too much camber. It probably got like a little bit of camber that you can see, but it's not too much to where you're wearing out one side of the tire, not directly in the middle. Helps you with your tread life, which definitely you need when you go lower. And then also I want to tell you guys that once you go intake and exhaust, I noticed that your gas gauge goes a little bit more down faster. It's burning a little bit more gas faster than what it usually do, which I guess more performance, more airflow, get into it, less restrictions, which you also got to look into that. When you're getting an intake and exhaust, you're going to be burning a little bit more gas, especially when you try to go for more power. You're definitely going to be burning more gas, which is a love and hate. But when you have fun with the car, you don't worry about none of that. You don't worry about how much time you got to go to the gas station and stuff like that. Definitely buy this car for having fun and also meeting new people. When people see this car, a lot of young kids look at it and want to hear it, especially older people. When I air out and they see the car, they ask me, "Oh, is this how you usually drive?" I was like, "Nah, it airs up." But a lot of people looks at this car and likes it. It's definitely an eye tensor. Even sometimes whenever I'm parked next to supercars, people look at this car more than some of the supercars, because I really even see other Hellcats, and if I do see Hellcats, they're most likely slim body, not wide body. But definitely gives you opportunity to communicate with people and talk to people. Definitely something to, I like to say this is like almost the entry level of supercars, because you're damn near paying almost $100K for this car. Especially now that they're not making it no more. Probably dealership was damn near selling it close to almost $100,000 car. But definitely I want to say this is like close to like a beginner of exotic car. Definitely even makes more power than exotic car. This makes 717s. Most of these Lamborghinis and Ferraris probably make like 600 and something, like low 600 and something, which is crazy. But they are lighter than this car. That's the only thing that sucks about this car, is way heavier than those cars. So it ain't gonna be, it's gonna be a close race, or it's gonna be blown out by them from stock for stock. But definitely when you put power into them, you're definitely gapping a lot of cars on the road. Even in stock, you gap a lot of cars from on the road that can't even compete with this. But this is everything that I got done to my Hellcat. Definitely next year might do more stuff to it, might not. I might try to hurry up and pay off this car and probably get another car that I can daily 24/7. But definitely a fun car to have. Just gotta worry about all the activity that goes on with this car, and it sucks, but you definitely gotta worry about all this and have some protection with you. Even security alarm, even something out of security alarm, you might need a protection of. Most people might know. But this is the end of the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Please like, comment, subscribe, and peace.